So I was typing it, and then the girls come into the office. They're like, "Is that your real name?" And I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "How do you pronounce it?" And they're like, "Oh, so it's Pyong, Pyong, Pyong." Like a fucking it's like a
Like a
sound.
soundtrack.
It's like a sound. Yeah. I'm like, oh my god. That's why I don't want
It's
to
like a
tell.
soundboard. Pyong, pyong, pyong. Welcome to the worst Asian podcast, where a couple Asian American millennials give you our shitty opinions on all things Asian. My name is Lingjie. Sound extra tired today. Here with my co-host, Ben.
I don't know if you're tired or you're just really, really upset.
I'm
That's what I'm trying to feel right now. That's why I'm being very quiet
Ben,
right now.
do you want to let people know why I might be upset?
I'm fucking late, like extremely late. I woke up and then let's just say I passed out, and then Lingjie called me. Lingjie's up preparing breakfast right now. Actually, put it this way, I'm so late. Technically, this breakfast is now his lunch. That's how late it is right now. It's like, breakfast time at McDonald's. It's way past 11. That's pretty much what it is.
Long time listeners of the podcast, I do this shit for you. I deal with Ben's bullshit so you can have a good car ride and have a laugh.
That's
One
true.
time a week for 60 minutes or so. Although if Ben comes any later, these episodes are going to get down to like 20 minutes, half an hour.
Not only that, Lingjie's like, yo, you can't afford to miss any more days because if you do, then we don't have any shit for you car riders out there. Riders, train riders.
Once again, I do this not for anything, not for monetary gains, not for fame, not for Ben.
No, definitely not for me.
Definitely not for Ben.
Definitely not.
I do this in spite of Ben for you guys, the listeners. So please. We have a subscription package.
Speaking of.
I'm just kidding. This is way too early for a plug. Anyways, what I'm doing right now, once again, we're also on YouTube. So if you want to watch us on YouTube, you can see that I'm doing something with my hands. And no, it's not that. Get your mind out of the gutter.
That's right. You know what he's doing.
Well, this is kind of sticky and it is on my hands.
I'll give you two letters. It starts with K and Y. You guys figure out the rest.
Actually, I'm trying to do it. K and Y.
KY?
Oh, KY jelly.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of a word that starts with K and Y.
Oh no. Lingjie's having legit breakfast. I guess it's lunch right now.
Okay. You guys can tune into our YouTube channel to see what exactly I'm doing, but I'll describe this. So by the time this episode comes out, it should be
You're
Thursday, June the 22nd. Thursday, June the 22nd is when you're probably listening to this. And it is actually a national holiday in China. So I am celebrating and getting ready for this holiday.
Oh, for real? It's
Hold on a sec. My hands are very sticky. I am having a zongzi. Zongzi. It's a sticky rice. It's a sticky rice. It's like a tamale kind of. It's wrapped in a bamboo leaf. Anyways, I'm cutting this. And as I serve this to Ben, I'm going to actually describe what this holiday is. So hold on a sec. Just bear with me. If
it looks like very hot cake.
If this gets way too long, I might actually cut this out. So here's a pair of chopsticks because I know Ben loves his chopsticks.
Oh,
here's a plate, Ben.
Oh, thank you, man.
Okay, so while you eat this zongzi, I'm going to describe what this holiday actually is. And feel free to give your commentary as you're giving this.
All right.
So anyways, today, if you're listening to this on June the 22nd, I know this is a weird concept that I'm trying right now. So this is to drive you guys to our YouTube channel so you can watch our fat faces.
Oh.
Anyways, today is Dragon Boat Festival, or in Chinese we like to call it 端午节. It is a traditional holiday in China that commemorates the life and death of famous Chinese scholars Qu Yuan. The festival occurs on the 5th day of the 5th month of the lunar calendar, obviously. And during this holiday, people celebrate by eating a sticky rice dumpling that's wrapped in bamboo leaves called a zongzi, and they drink wine, and they have what you guys probably know, and you've seen the Dragon Boat Festival with the long dragon boats on the river, like by Fresh Meadows.
Never heard of this.
You've seen these boats, Ben.
Nah.
You've seen this shit. So
I know what it is. I've seen it.
You guys that are like Chinese American that have eaten zongzi.
Whoa, you what?
You guys.
You Chinese guy.
You Chinese people that have, and I say that in like the nicest way. Holy shit, the sticky rice is getting everywhere, and it is sticky as the name suggests.
It smells good. Is this pork?
Okay.
Have you never
had a zongzi before?
I had zongzi before.
Zongzi. Try it. Let me know what you think. Once again, guys, I'm sorry for this weird content if you're listening to this in the car, but feel free to go back to the YouTube video.
Oh, fucking hot.
First thoughts, Ben.
I like this one. This is good.
Yeah.
Is this egg and pork?
Egg yolk, pork belly, and green beans. Mung beans?
I was
Mung
gonna
beans?
say, dude, these are not green. I'm like, bro, these are fucking yellow, dude. Someone fucking scammed you.
Wait,
bro.
aren't mung beans just green beans, but without the wrapper or something?
No, that's not true. That's so not true.
I'm pretty sure they might be true.
No, dude,
That's not
I'm
true.
pretty sure this is corn.
It's not
This is
corn.
fucking corn, dude.
I actually didn't know much about the holiday, but I grew up as a kid, and my parents used to always eat around.
Oh wait, did you grow up as a kid? That's
I grew up
crazy.
as a kid. I
I
grew up as a Chinese American kid, and during these random parts of the year, we have different things that we needed to eat, and my mom would always tell me it's X and Y holiday, but I never really understood. So now that I'm getting older and we have this fucking podcast, I'm trying to learn more about these random holidays. So my mom told me last week, oh, we got you some of this. 粽子, 粽子, Z-O-N-G. 粽, say 粽.
Zoom.
粽.
Zumba.
The 粽.
Zoom.
粽.
Oh, it's a Chinese Zoom. Chinese Zoom.
Fuck this guy.
Zoomza.
So my mom told me it's this time of the year, and I did some, very light Wikipedia research. So now we're having this just to celebrate, because hopefully you guys are listening to this on the first day this podcast comes out. If not, it's fine. People have this shit earlier. It doesn't matter.
So I remember when we were growing up, I would go over to Lingjie's house as a kid, and he would just always have like in the middle of the plate, like just like a little dinner setting table, whatever. Most people have plants, but I would always see his bamboo wrap shit, and I was just like, "What is that? Is that a ball?"
What would you give this? Obviously, this tastes different if it comes from different
This,
restaurants and stuff, but 1 out of 10.
I'll be honest with you, I've had your like zungzi, right?
粽子.
Zungzi. I had your
Just because you
zungzi.
say it lighter doesn't mean it's more
When I say-
correct.
When I had your zungzi before, right? I actually didn't like it because you guys had like weird shit in it.
Yeah, this
This
is more
ha-
normal.
This has like the shit I want. Like
Okay,
this,
this
is like,
is
this is
uh,
almost Korean. Like it feels very Korean.
this is
pork
actually
belly.
a Cantonese style 粽子.
The Cantonese style.
Yeah, so it has more of the.
Cantonese style.
It's very,
Okay,
very.
like that?
I would say this is like not anything strange because it's egg yolk,
No.
it's pork, it's very, very fatty pork, and it's beans,
Yeah.
and that's it. And it's super soft. It's more on the salty,
And
savory
the
side as well.
Cantonese style.
I'm trying to think to myself if I need to cut that part out. Anyways, guys,
Why?
how are you? I think we're like 10 minutes into the episode and we don't have much time, so we need to get into the actual
Oh,
thing.
go.
So Ben's going to quickly try to eat his thing. I will eat my thing throughout the episode slowly. Wow, Ben's really shoving it in. Oh, wow, good
I'm
for
starving.
you.
I'm starving.
That's because you woke up late. Extremely late.
I woke up on time.
How did it take you an hour and a half to get here when we live like 2 miles away?
Less than 2 miles. I'm just making my case even worse. We live exactly 1.6 miles away from each other. I know I just
Yo, I can jog that in like 15 minutes. I can jog to your house in 15
That's true,
minutes.
actually.
I don't know how the fuck it took you an hour and a half to get here after you told me you woke up.
I passed out again like 3 times.
All right, guys. On to the actual episode because we're a bit short on time. Don't worry. Don't get too scared. This will still be a regular length episode. I'm just trying to keep things tight. Tight.
Ooh, yeah, keep it tight.
So we're gonna be talking
Ooh.
about Americanized Asian names, or I should probably just say Westernized Asian names because
Yeah.
people in Canada, Europe, yada yada, same shit.
I like that.
Westernized Asian names. You're obviously Ben. I'm obviously Lingjie. I think spoiler alert, I didn't change my name.
Whoa, whoa,
Just
breaking
saying.
news. KBBQ News. News fast, guys. Lingjie's name is actually Lingjie?
My legal name is my actual nickname that you guys call me and that I go by.
Yeah, his
We talked about this a couple of times, but Benedict, what
Yes.
is your legal name on paper?
Oh, shit. So
Not that it
whoa.
matters because your credit score is horrible. No one's gonna steal shit from you, anyways.
My credit score is decent enough. All right, it's we always start with the last name first, right? That's
Yes.
the thing about Asian culture,
Yes.
right? So we can agree on this. My full Korean legal name. I'm watching you bastards.
Once again, man, can you please talk into the mic and project as opposed to
I
talking
have-
to the camera? No one is looking at you right now.
I'm
I'm
kinda-
the only person in
I
this
know.
room that's looking at you.
I feel like I'm using this as a napkin. That's why I have to have the Sungzu. My name is An Byung-yeol. An Byung-yeol.
So Ben is actually not legally there at all.
Legally, it's not. It's based off, I guess, my Catholic baptism name.
Side tangent. What does that even mean? What's a Catholic baptism name?
Baptism is pretty much like, getting accepted into the faith of God, Christianity, Catholicism.
Membership card.
Yeah, but you see the part where they dump you in water and shit?
Yes.
Yeah. So my mom did
Wow.
that.
How are you gassy from this sticky rice?
Oh, man. It's from the beans, bro. But pretty much as a baby, what they do is that they take you as a baby and then they drown you for like 8 seconds. And then they bring you up and oh, you're
Reborn.
reborn.
Literally reborn.
My mom said I cried like a bitch. And Yeah, that's kind of what the steps of being like a Catholic. It's baptism, communion, I believe, and confirmation. I believe that's
when you
then,
get your
and then
name.
marriage, and then marriage.
When you get your weird Catholic name.
I get my weird Catholic ID name from I don't know. I guess my mom picked it up technically.
So like sometime during the whole process of you getting your Catholic membership card, your mom just chose to put down
Benedict.
Benedict.
Yeah.
Not Benjamin.
Not Benjamin. People think my name is actually after Benjamin, which
Not
I
gonna lie. I think until we were teenagers, I thought it was actually Benjamin.
No. And I wanted that because as a kid, when you grow up and they call you Benedict,
you lied to us too as a kid.
Yeah, because dude, my name was the easiest target. Think about that. That's why this is a really good topic because.
Yes, trust me. My name. Spoiler alert. I've had a lot of people mess up my name.
Spoiler.
Big spoiler alert.
And like getting picked on as a kid fucking sucked. So, and my name was the easiest if you really think about it.
When I first met you, you went by Ben. So that means as a very young, like 6-year-old kid, you made a choice to go by Ben, or your parents just started calling you Ben in the house.
So that's the thing. My mom named me, after Benedict, right? But this is apparently another story now where it's like I don't know which one's which. But my father and my uncle at the time, rest in peace, Uncle Don, the German.
I was gonna say he's always your uncle. If he's your uncle back then, he's always your uncle.
Yeah. What's it?
At the time,
he was like, he noticed, he's oh, Ben's a pretty big, fat, strong kid, right? And he's like, hey, do you want an American name?
I like how your uncle said Ben's a big, fat, strong kid.
Yeah. So
I like how people put fat and strong, and they always put it together. It's like when we call our friends that are on the larger side, we're like, you're fat, but you're strong.
Mostly if you're fat, you're strong. It is true. It's because you're so fat, you just have extra weight. You're naturally like actually lifting.
Technically, think about this. If I just took like a what are those vests called that you have weights on them? Weighted vest. So if I just suddenly put a weighted vest on me,
it's not the same,
I don't
bro.
feel like I'm getting stronger. I feel like I'm actually hampered by the fact that I have additional weight.
No, it's true. If you did that, start doing push-ups, right? And then you take it off, you're naturally stronger.
Oh, you're saying if they have like a long time of being fat, not just if they suddenly become fat.
Right. So, he was like, he's like, hey kid, or Byung, he's like, what's it? The movie at the time. Do you remember that movie Ben-Hur?
Ben-Hur, yes. I've actually never seen it, but I know the movie.
But it's like Hercules,
yes,
right? So he's like, hey, we want to be called Ben after that movie.
You were like a kid, not a toddler. You were like 4, 5, 6 years old or something.
I don't remember this. I don't remember this event that happened. And I was like, yeah. Sorry, your name is Ben.
Huh. So you actually don't know if it's 100% from your mom's religious side that picked it, or if it's just your uncle who just thought you were a fat kid.
After a shitty 80s movie. I don't know. That's what I was thinking. But
you usually tell the story with the church because that's a bit easier to understand with people.
Yeah, the Ben-Hur, people are like, what's a Ben-Hur? They're like, is that a Korean? Is that a K-pop? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's my story, I guess. That's But my real legal name is An Byung-yeol. We did an episode before where you're shitting on my name. I remember.
Oh yeah, because it's been done.
Yeah.
I don't remember which episode that was, but
it's episode 1 through 100.
It's somewhere in the way down 100.
Just go look for it.
As Ben's name, if you like translate it to Chinese somehow, it's just a dumb egg. It's literally dumb egg.
I forgot about. Yeah, right. Dan is egg, right?
Dan is egg, and then bun is like dumb. So it's bun dan.
Oh man. Now, what about you? What's your backstory? What's your origin story?
I guess it's less the story about what my name is, because my name is my name. Yes, Ben, you can pour me a little bit of coffee too.
No shit,
please
asshole.
Don't. Oh, just realized also, and sorry that we're tangenting. It is officially summertime because I know because you're sweating in my living room.
Yeah, I took a shit. I was taking a shit and sweating, bro. I was like, fuck. Or I'm just overweight. I was thinking that.
It's a combination of the fact that you're overweight. It's a summertime. You just had a very hot zongzi that came right out of the steamer. We're having hot coffee. And you're dressed in all black, which, as you know.
Well, I forgot this shit's fucking hot as the sun.
Our light for the camera is the sun.
You look so comfortable. I'm really jealous. I was like, why did I wear shorts? I don't know why. I thought it was going to be chilly again.
You should just wear shorts for the hell of it. Because you can always put like a hoodie on your top and then you're good to go.
Yeah, you look so comfortable. I'm not lying. I was checking you out. Not sexually. Just because, like, man, this
my
guy
comfort
looks
level. That's another plug for you to go check the YouTube video.
Yeah, fuck you. He's in a t-shirt with shorts. I'm wearing a long sleeve with sweats.
Yes, and you're all black for some reason.
And the other thing I brought is a long sleeve, and it's technically a sweater long sleeve. I'm even more fucked.
I'm not gonna turn on the AC. What was I saying?
This fucking asshole.
My name. Okay, my name is Lingjie.
Lingjie.
I guess the story should be why I chose not to have a weird Americanized name.
Leave it right here.
As a kid, I came to this country when I was I'm trying to think. I was 6 years old. 6 years old to America. and I never had
welcome.
Yes, yes. Thank you for my welcome after 30 plus years. Where's my welcoming party? I went to school. That was my name. That's the name my parents called me. I didn't have like a relative like you did that kind of like put his foot down, or at least nudged in and said, hey, maybe you should think about taking up like another name just to make things a little bit easier. So I just went by my legal name my entire life. The one caveat is the way I pronounce it for the general public and for my life right now. Lingjie is not the actual real pronunciation of it. I refuse to let Ben try to pronounce my name.
Oh,
I refuse.
Let the listeners need it, bro.
Okay, Ben, please go for it. Say it loud.
Lingjie, hey. Is there a Lingjie, hey? Lingjie? I'm looking for a Lingjie, hey.
I'm just trying to think.
Hey, Lingjie. Hey, are you Lingjie?
I'm trying to think how much of that I need to cut out.
Yo, dude, if Uncle Roger could do it, we're allowed to do it, bro.
Oh, he got banned from China. Did you see?
Wait, no fucking way. Yo, he's banned from China?
Okay, he's not.
No way.
He's not physically banned from China, but all his social media accounts in China have been banned.
Oh, why? Is it because they feel like he's too like influential, like a threat?
Okay, there is no like real reason because you can't really find out what the real reason is.
Also, shout out to Uncle Roger. He was a cool one.
Nigel, yes, very nice person in human being. In human being in real life.
Yeah, he was cool, bro.
Right, yeah. So they think it's because he did this one show and he's been on tour for a while now. But it was one reaction to a show where you know how comedians play off the crowd.
Oh yeah.
So he was asking someone, where are you from? And then member in the audience said China. And then he, goes on the riff and starts like saying jokes. But the jokes he said, honestly, weren't even that bad. He said something to the extent of, and I'm going to repeat this, and we're probably going to get banned.
We're getting banned from China finally? Finally happening?
He said something like, oh, we need to be careful what we say because they're always listening.
Oh, the Big Brother thing.
To that extent. He didn't say anything directly negative about China, but he just made a off commentary that we should all be careful because they're listening. That's not that bad, right?
It's not. Also, I just realized, I think like a female Asian comedian made a joke about that, and she got in a lot of trouble.
I think that was either Malaysia.
Yeah, some shit like that, right?
Yes,
about the airline.
The airline crash.
Yeah.
Because that took it like maybe like a step too far. Because I also do agree, comedy, it's its own world, and you're protected by it. I say this as a person that does comedy on the internet, so I'm trying to protect myself from things.
He's trying to protect himself, Lingjie, not Ben.
But I also think there is a slight step too long when you use death as a means for comedy, as your material for comedy. I think that's a gray area. Yeah. Even if you're like from that country yourself, I think it's like a weird thing.
I think it's like you're gonna take a risk doing it.
Yes, you are, for sure.
So yeah, it's either you go like really full ham and be like, I'm still gonna stick with it, or do you do the apology, which then people kind of still get offended more.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, if people don't know, like apparently, the airline just mysteriously disappeared. But I believe Malaysia and Singapore, or is that the same country? Damn, wow, I am so bad with this.
I refuse to answer that question for you. I'm gonna let you just sit on that for a while.
You're gonna let me drown in this one. So apparently there's beef. That's what it is.
Not the Netflix show. There's beef. There's tensions.
Yo, check out our episode about beef, by the way. That show's fire. That was a great episode.
Tensions, Ben. You are going to finish your point by saying there's tensions between Singapore and Malaysia. So there's, just by that, how can they be the same place?
So Malaysia and Indonesia,
oh my God,
they're beefing and stuff. But supposedly the thing is, what they're saying is that it was an attack. That's the thing.
Oh, like it was an attack on the country. Like her comedy set was like an attack on the country.
Yeah, so that's what it was. So I was just like,
that gets a little bit blown out of control. How do we get to this? My Chinese name. So
Chinese name.
The only
you want me to say it again?
No, please don't. Please don't. The only caveat is I don't really go by the correct pronunciation. I think that's like a little bit of, give and take. I'll keep my name. If someone pronounces it like the more Americanized Western way, then I can live with that.
Wait, you didn't pronounce? Oh, you didn't say it though.
Lingjie.
Did you?
Lingjie.
No way. Your name is Lychee?
Oh my fucking God.
Holy shit. Guys, newsflash. This motherfucker's name is Lychee.
By the way, some people say lychee also.
Yo, fucking Lychee he over here. Yeah, fucking Lychee. Your name is Lychee? Are you a Pokemon?
Let's just get into it, right? What is the worst ways people have mispronounced my name?
Oh, okay. Both our names. Oh, yeah.
Well, you go by Ben, so it's like hard to mispronounce. And you've never really gone by Byung to any like...
Only when we went to school. Because they have to use my official name.
Yeah, but that's your official name on paper. But we always called you Ben, even way back when, because you told us to call you Ben.
I know. But so how about this?
Some people did make fun of you for Byung.
Oh, of course. For some reason,
who even knew your name?
it's so weird that one time. Oh, actually, this was during this work this past weekend. By the way, I almost got to 2 fucking fights. Bitch ass motherfuckers, yo. Don't try to start shit with me. I will fuck you up. Like, and people don't realize that.
Why do you think the people that's starting a fight with you are listening to this podcast?
I don't know. I just want to say it out there because I know they're not gonna listen.
Who are you threatening at this point?
It was one DJ guy. He was trying to start shit with me because he brought bitches with him.
Please, Ben, they're ladies.
No, they're bitches. They deserve being called that because they're being rude to my staff.
Okay.
And they were demanding shit. We were very, very busy, understaffed. Yo, the funny thing is, my head security's like, he called it. He was watching it from afar because he's really good with his eyes. He was talking to the others. He's like, yo, watch. Ben's about to fuck the guy up. As soon as he saw,
why was your security not helping you?
I don't know if you knew, but I did security for a bit in K-Town too.
Yes, I did. Yes.
So I remember I was behind the bar. That's how bad it was. We were so backed up. I was behind the bar trying to help whatever I could do for the bar staff. This motherfucker is mouthing off saying that we're being rude. I literally dropped everything. I pointed at him and I said, "Get the fuck to the back right now." I walked to the bar. I said, "You coming with me, motherfucker?" I grabbed him. I pulled him to the back. I started fucking yelling at him. I said, "Motherfucker, we are fucking busy. I am wearing a sweater and I'm not even in a bartender outfit. I'm trying to help my bar. We're fucking slammed, dog. It's Father's Day. Tell your bitches to fucking wait. I will help them."
Bitches because they're rude, not because they're women.
No.
Please continue. Go.
Yes.
I'm just doing a caveat.
Thank you. And he's a really nice guy, actually.
The DJ.
Yo, put it this way, like, you don't even know, like, I even went out of his way. I found out he has high blood pressure. That, like, I even make him a special meal where it's just like plain chicken, white rice, and some cut up like pico de gallo.
Yo, I know we're tangenting off a tangent and we're barely on the topic, but how the fuck are you a DJ with high blood pressure?
I feel
like the environment itself is high stress.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, he's like, "Yo, my bad." I said, "Yo, dog, this is the one time I'm asking. I'm usually very, very cordial, and I, try to help you out, but you are overstepping your boundaries right now. I do not adhere to you. You adhere to me." And then he was like, "Damn." And then my security guard started laughing. He's like, "I called it. I knew you were gonna blow up on it." I was like, "Martin, you're a dick." I was like, "First of all, if you call, why weren't you with me?"
Yeah, why'd you come and help?
He's like, "I knew you were gonna be fine." I was like, "You're a dick." But anyway,
so how did he call you Byung? This is from your thing of Byung.
So just I was at work and I was putting in my email, and sometimes I use my Gmail. And
guys, it's a beep at gmail.com.
So I was typing it, and then the girls come into the office. They're like, "Is that your real name?" And I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "How do you pronounce it?" And they're like, "Oh, so it's Byung, Byung, Byung." Like a fucking, like it's like a sound.
A soundtrack.
It's like a sound, yeah. I'm like, oh my God. That's why I don't want to tell
more. Byung, byung, byung.
Yeah, it just sounds like something like hitting off the wall or some shit.
Byung is very popular, no?
No, it's not.
It's not. Oh yeah, we talked about this.
It's semi, but it's not a very common Korean name, I would say.
Byung.
Yeah.
I always thought it's very common because you're one of the few Koreans I knew growing up. So I thought, hey.
No, there's a lot of Byungs.
50% of the Koreans I know are named Byung.
Yeah, that's Lingjie's racist joke right there for Korea. He hit his quota right there.
Okay. In all seriousness, what is the worst you think someone has pronounced my name? And like, not that they're trying to make a joke, because you can make a joke and go like a lot more crazy. But what is the worst do you think someone has legitimately tried to say my name?
I was going to say something really racist, but I won't say it. Has no one called you Lingjie?
Yes, I have.
Oh, dude, then what the fuck? Why are you giving me shit for? That had to be.
I got that at some point in my younger life from like peers, so that's still kids because we're kids at that age, so that's not that bad.
By the way, was it Asian kids that were actually were any Asian kids?
Yes,
even Asians.
Dude,
Asian
it's hard
kids?
because if I give you my name just from the spelling Lingjie, and you didn't know me, you might stop for a second and mispronounce.
Is there a Lingjie?
Yeah, so it's the same shit. The worst I actually got was via email, and I know this was probably not the person's fault. It's a spell check, autocorrect, but it was like, I just want to check in on the project lingerie. Just want to make sure that
that's an autocorrect shit.
Autocorrect Lingjie to lingerie, and that is not something new. I knew right away that's the case when he sent it because
that's so funny.
I have at times on my side typed my name and it's
lingerie.
It suggests lingerie as the corrective form, so I knew that person probably tried to type my name and just fucked up.
I should change your name to lingerie.
Where?
When you call me
on the phone?
Yeah, it should be lingerie.
Motherfucker, you don't even like pick up the phone to me.
I picked it up. Thank God you called. Seriously, thank God you called. Oh my gosh.
Okay. So reasons why we pick an American name and stuff. Let's actually try to stay on track. Try to get back onto this. Are you glad that you went with Ben for most of your life as opposed to Byung? Honest question. Like, not trying to like
100%.
Why do you think that is though?
It's It's easier. It's more relatable. It's a good name. That's the thing too.
Well, I want to know about that part.
No. Ben is most Bens in the world are pretty great guys.
I'm gonna try and think of a
See?
really Ben Affleck,
Ben Stiller, Benjamin Franklin,
Benjamin Button.
Ben.
I can't think of any other Bens.
You fucking idiot.
Is there any other Bens?
So sad.
Who's a sports athlete? Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
Great athlete, also fat and tall like you.
Yeah, there you go. That's right, Big Ben, baby. Shout out.
You know what? Ben is like a really hard name to fuck up. Out of all the names, because there are still Western names that are kind of like hard to say or can be said like different ways, you know, like different pronunciations. Ben, I think by default, is one of the simplest names to go by, besides like John or Paul or Kevin or something like that.
It's a good, solid name. That's all it is. It's like a Chevrolet. It's just, it does the job. You get 200,000 miles out of it.
Well, according to our mechanic friend, American cars break down a lot. So
yeah, that is true. But Chevrolets are known to be, they actually come
I don't take car advice from a guy who doesn't have a car and who uses
Bro,
Uber.
I had a Kia Sorento.
Who uses Uber as his main means of transportation.
I really gotta get a car. Has the car market got better now?
It has gotten slightly better, yes.
Slightly
I don't know
better?
about the used car market, but it's gotten slightly better. But then you have to factor in
What about the new car market?
that I don't know, because you know me, Ben, I don't get new cars.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I wouldn't even know that shit.
Lingjie is really frugal. He drives a 2009
2009 Toyota RAV4.
Toyota RAV4,
Newly washed with my power washer. Okay, I was telling our friend this. Holy shit, we're not on topic today. I was telling our friend this more recently because I got like a power washer because I
remember that part.
It was on sale last year, and I was saying, "Yo, guys, it's amazing to wash your car with the power washer and not worry that it's stripping your car because that shit is so old."
I was thinking about that
because the power washer on the new car could take off like either the paint or the enamel or something.
There's like some nicer coating on top.
Yeah, like the clear coating. I was like, I'm power washing my car. No fear. He's
just like, I don't care if it takes the paint off at this point. It will make it look one color.
It was just a new paint job at that point.
So yeah, your car, it's pretty. How many miles on it now?
It's only 80-something thousand miles, so it's not that bad. Yeah, so it's 15 years, 16. Oh,
no way.
14 years old right now. It's 14 years old, but it only has 80-something thousand miles, which is not that bad. Most of those miles were actually put on when I was at my lab shop when I had to go from site to site.
Oh, for Brooklyn.
Yeah, in Brooklyn and stuff. So that's where most of the miles went on. But
if people don't know, so Lingjie's car does this thing where when you turn it on, it goes like, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
And then it settles down.
Yo, for once, Ben is not exaggerating. My car is loud as fuck.
It just fucking rips the largest fart.
Everyone that's not used to my car will always make a comment. I remember one person said, "This sounds like an what did he say? Sounds like an airplane starting up."
Yeah, the propellers and shit. And then it works fine. Yeah.
Who gives a shit? I drive, I think, 50 miles a week. You know, like for the money I can spend getting like a new car,
it's not worth it, bro.
It's not worth it. I can do that and do like so much fucking more with it.
Yo, it's crazy because like if you're living in New York, you have to fear of getting robbed. Oh, when you fucking parallel park it, someone's gonna do something. Didn't someone like scratch one of their friends' cars? Just keys it. People like to key cars, just random assholes.
Yo, if you key my car, not even joking, I legit won't know that you keyed my car.
Lingjie will not lose sleep.
No, not even that. I won't even notice the new thing. I just think it's a part of what already was there.
He's like, I bought it like that? Oh, I must have. All right, cool.
Getting back onto this shit.
Yeah, the name thing.
Am I the only person that has a Starbucks name? If I'm going to say my name to the person, and I'm not going to see that person probably ever again, unless I come back the next day or some shit, there's no point in me trying to struggle to spell my name with him and having him mispronounce and then having the barista that's making my coffee further mispronounce it. So I just tell them my name is Robert. And
I was just gonna,
that makes life so much easier.
Yeah.
I see them, I'm in, I'm out. It's the same shit when I make reservations to any place. I call them.
You say Robert?
Name? Yeah, I just say Robert. It just makes my life so much fucking easier. Or they'll take your name, and I just tell them Robert. Who the fuck is this shit? You know what I mean?
You know, my dad's, when he opened his family business, his American name, he took Robert.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So fuck.
You and my dad have the same name.
Wait, did he just pick that name randomly at that time?
It was literally just random. I did not ask. I'm going to ask him later. Why did you pick Robert?
That's so funny because he had no association with Robert or any American name prior to that.
I mean, technically, I don't think you had any. Actually, how did you pick Robert?
I have no fucking idea because I've been using my Robert name at things since I was a teenager.
Yeah, but we never asked you why Robert.
Yo, here's a weird side story. I don't think I ever told you this, but I went to Chinese school as a kid, and it was like weekend Chinese school on Saturdays. I don't think I told anyone this story, just because it literally just came to mind right now.
Uh-huh.
This is even more funny and ironic because it's in a Chinese school, right? So
Okay.
I didn't want to tell them my name was Lingjie.
Let's go.
To the other students.
Let's fucking go.
Obviously, my teacher knew my name was Lingjie from the paperwork, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't want to tell my other fellow Chinese school students my name was Lingjie. Once again,
Why?
it's all coming back to my head right now. This is the stupidest thing, right?
Lingjie's squinting, by the way. He's squinting and looking to the side.
Because
So
these memories are coming to my mind.
Yeah.
Instead of going by Lingjie, I just said, yo, it's cool, guys. Just call me Joel.
What the? What the? But that's so random, dude.
No,
That's
it's
so
not.
random.
No, it's not. Because we had a friend named Joel at that time. Remember?
Yeah, Joe Chang.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I don't know why I went with Joel. So for that,
So it's just you just thought of him.
so for that entire like 9 months I was at that school, all the kids called me Joel.
Yeah.
And I didn't go back to that place after that year. But I remember I bumped into this one kid like a couple years later.
Yeah.
We were still young, and he called me Joel. And
No way.
And my brain processed a little bit, and I had to like fake it, and then I never saw the kid again. So who gives a shit?
Wow. So you're just gonna for the rest of this guy's life, like, yo, you don't remember that one kid from Chinese school, Joel? Like, who the fuck are you talking
He'd
about?
be like, yo, have you heard of this new podcast? There is a guy that looks exactly like Joel from way back when, but his name is
real.
Lingjie.
That's true, man. That's crazy. What's it? I was gonna ask you, like,
Ben, for those of you not on YouTube, I swear to God, I'm not trying to plug YouTube. Ben is literally, he has a sweat rag right now.
I have a sweat rag right now. I'm sweating balls.
Yes, you were saying.
What's it? You never tried doing the Lingjie at Starbucks? Did you ever try it initially?
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I got certain things before I forget. Like, because you know, like, what is your name? By default, my
your natural
response is
instincts.
Lingjie. I just say Lingjie right away. But if I don't catch myself, I'll say Lingjie.
Yeah.
And then if they try to misspell it, I'll just say, just write Ling, Ling. Oh, okay. So sometimes I'll go by Ling in those occasions.
Just Ling?
Because Ling is slightly easier.
All right.
And it's like not that
Ling,
bad.
Ling.
God damn, you gotta put away this weird, shitty Chinese accent for today.
What?
Especially when I, the Chinese person, fed you your breakfast last
Yo, that
night.
was great. I feel Chinese. I technically right now I am Chinese.
Ben, what festival did we just celebrate?
We did the Moon Festival.
Motherfucker.
The Dragon Ball Festival.
Dragon Ball.
The Dragon Boat
We just
Festival.
celebrated Goku because Goku loves
We
rice.
celebrated. We had mung beans, right?
Yes, he
Yeah.
loves mung beans.
Exactly.
It's like sensu
beans.
beans, same shit.
See?
Sensu beans.
Come on, man.
Perfect.
There you go, dude.
What
But
does your family call you though? What does your mom and dad call you?
My dad calls me dumbass. I think
no, that's what I call you.
My dad confuses me and my brother's name all the time. That's just so funny.
Yo, that's once again, this is why it pays to not have siblings. How the fuck does he mess up your name?
Because we had the same first part or middle part, so he'd be like, yeah, Pyeongjun. That's my brother. Jun.
Oh, Pyeongjun is.
Pyeongjun is my brother. And
Yeah, Pyeongjun sounds like North Korea. What's North Korea?
Kim Jong Un.
No, not the dictator. What is the Korean?
Pyeongnam.
Yeah, that's exactly what I heard.
Yeah. So he like when he's trying to like explain stuff.
Yeah.
Or lecture, he'd be like, oh, he like starts shaking.
He'll just catch himself.
He's like Joe Biden's like, I know.
You know, it's funny. When I lecture my wife, sometimes I am so used to lecturing my son, so I'll say my son's name when I'm lecturing my wife. Yo, for real.
That's OD, bro. You're like, God damn, baby. Oh, I don't want to say his name, but
yeah, but you can't do this joke without saying their name.
Yeah, you're right. Oh,
it's hard. It's hard because you're like in a default mode. Because my default mode, like when I'm yelling or lecturing, is to my son. It's a few times when I have the balls to yell at my wife.
I can't. Yeah, I can't. I can't see you yelling at her, bro. She'll fuck you up, bro.
But sometimes I just default to my son's name.
Yeah.
Okay, so your parents just call you by your Korean name. My parents obviously call me by my Chinese name.
My mom
fine.
likes to say Ben though.
Really?
My mom, yeah. Ben.
Since you were young, or just like more recently?
Yeah. I don't know why she likes saying Ben, or she does a little bit of both.
Yeah.
My dad calls me Ben when he wants to make fun of me. Like that's when I know like he's about to shit on me.
Oh Ben, look at you, Ben. Come here, Ben.
I swear to God.
That was my Korean accent, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. Like when he sees me like do my hair and shit, he's like, oh look at her son. Probably gonna go meet a whore. And my mom's like,
by the way, when Ben's dad says whore, he doesn't mean female. He just means like that person sleeps around.
Yeah,
okay?
Disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
Not everyone. So, look at her son. He's about to go get some action, huh? And then my mom's like, shut up. So yeah, my dad's funny. He's like, yeah, I can usually tell where you're going. When you just don't do anything, you leave. Oh, he's gonna go see his boys. When he does his hair and puts on cologne, Oh,
He's
he's
gonna
gonna
say, yo, your dad knows you very well.
he knows me too well, bro. It's annoying.
He can tell where you're gonna be. You can't even lie to him.
I can't even lie to him. I have to like sneak out of my own house. That's what it feels like.
You could do your hair while you're in the cab in the Uber. Because he technically wouldn't know.
I do it in the bathroom and shit of the fucking area I'm going
Of the
to.
place, yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. Some people, sometimes people will do like a little bit of both, right? Like they'll adopt a American legal name, a Western legal name, and then they'll keep their traditional Asian middle name. Legally speaking, they'll have their American name, so like John, Lingjie.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Like they'll do something like that. So for all intents and purposes, you can call them whatever the fuck you want, and that's technically correct.
Oh, that's a good safe way of doing it.
Yeah, my wife did the same thing. So my wife's name, okay, sweetie, please correct me on this because we haven't talked about this in fucking ages, but I think my wife's American name was a random name that her female cousins picked out for her way back when she was in Texas.
Oh, that's actually kind of cute.
No, that's not. That's just it's like a random person just picking the name that you're gonna go with for the rest of your life.
But it's like, at least it's family. You know what I'm saying?
That doesn't make it any better. Like if I picked out a random name for you to go by, like we're pretty much family.
Yeah, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, oh yeah, cool. Like I would say it's like not just like a kinship. That's the way I see it.
But it's a random name. It's not like it's some kind of like
some
branch off of something meaningful. I think it was just a random name at that time that they picked. And once again, sweetie, if I'm completely wrong, what she has done was when she got naturalized and she got her citizenship, at that time, when you do the paperwork for that, you are allowed to change your name. So normally you would go through the whole legal process, go to court, change your name that way. But if you're getting naturalized to be a citizen in this country, when you fill out that paperwork, you can, by default, at that time, just change your name. So my wife's name that that I don't say on this podcast is what she went by for most of her teenage to adult life. But legally, that was never her name. But when she got naturalized to be a citizen, she chose to put that down as her legal first name. And then she kept her traditional Chinese name that she was given as her middle name, and obviously she kept the same last name.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So because she's gone by that her American Western name.
By the way, she has
time.
a way better Chinese name than yours. I just realized.
What? No,
dude, her name sounds nice.
It sounds very feminine.
Yeah, yours sounds.
Technically, my name is very feminine because the few times I've Googled my name, it just turned up females.
No way.
Yeah, I mean, there's not that many Lingjies to begin with, but the search results are all females.
You're like the only one.
I'm like the only guy, Lingjie. Well, you know what? If this podcast gets popular enough, I'm gonna take over the top search results for Lingjie, anyways.
Oh my god! Wow, look at it.
Saying.
Look at this fucking guy.
You know what? I'm gonna fucking.
He wants to be the most famous Lingjie.
I'm going to Google this right now. While I Google my name, Ben,
I am bad for my phone.
Do you want to talk about some of the maybe negative things about changing your name and picking a random American name?
I think it's kind of like people are saying that you're disgrace to your own culture then by adopting an American name. There's some people out there that kind of like feel that way, that they feel that you're giving in to the white man, which I fucking cannot stand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, right?
Here's my thing. You're allowed to have your opinions on that, but I think what each person does to make themselves more comfortable for their own reasons is their fucking choice.
Yeah.
Like, I deal with the bullshit of not having a simple name on a day-to-day basis. I bet you professionally in my life somewhere, I've noticed it, and probably there's situations where I have not noticed it, where I've been like maybe turned out for job opportunities, or like it's harder to maybe network in those situations where people don't know your don't know how to properly say your name, right? Because like you would approach someone where it's like, hey, your name is John Cho. That's super easy. I'm gonna remember it. Hey, John Cho, what's up? It's like, oh shit, is it Lingjie? Oh fuck, I'm not gonna talk with that guy just because I don't want to fuck up his name.
Yeah.
So to your point, I think you shouldn't criticize what other fucking people do with their names. If they want to change their name legally, not legally, nickname-wise, that's their fucking choice.
Also, I was going to say, which is kind of sad, but there was this one person that purposely gave themselves a more American name on their resumes. And then they said, and he was sending out the same, because he realized that when he was doing his resume, he was never getting a response.
Yeah.
And then he was like, fuck it. He changed literally just his name to American, to
Robert Lee or something.
Some shit, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he was getting a response back.
Yo, that's fucking crazy. That's probably...
That's pretty racial. That is pretty racial.
Hell yeah. And like, that's not to say that the HR person or the person hiring is like consciously doing it.
Right.
But maybe it's like when you see a very Asian sounding name, in your mind, you're picturing a certain person already, regardless of what the resume and the credentials and the titles actually say. Yeah. Like you're picturing a certain person, and then you're making choices on it because like it's very competitive, right? Sometimes it's like a small minor thing why someone chooses you as opposed to someone else, and like just having them not have any like preconceived notions about you kind of does help a lot.
Yeah, it's just really interesting how much your name like kind of hinders you or kind of makes you more memorable in a way.
You know what I should do? Because remember, I'm like semi searching for a job right now, so
Yeah.
I'm not getting.
Oh yeah, are you still looking?
Yeah, I'm still looking, but my own criteria
You're gonna
are
change your name to Lingjie?
my own criteria are like very strict, so I'm not applying to that many. I know that most of these things I'm applying to, I don't qualify for. So there's a reason why I'm not getting many responses back. So
Okay.
that's
This is the one time you're okay.
it would
with
be
that.
funny for me to just experiment on like maybe some jobs that I'm semi on the border of even trying to apply with, just to make a fake like Robert He resume. And like
Yeah.
so those jobs that I don't really want but just want to try, maybe I should send that in just to see if I even get any responses back. Just
wanna
as
try
like
that
a
now?
weird social experiment, just
Try
to see
it.
if it works.
Yeah, imagine. You're
Yeah.
like, oh my god, my LinkedIn is going crazy.
Because what the fuck would you even do then? You would get the job, go in and just go by that persona for the rest of your career at that place.
I guess, yeah.
And then like if you ever need like a referral in the future, you would have to get the referral on the Robert as well from the same company.
I think it's really interesting how in like Hollywood, a lot of Jewish people change their names just
But
to
they also
sound
change
more
their last
American.
names. That's the
Yeah.
thing. That's the thing about that, because there is some like anti-Semitism in the industry, no matter
Right.
what they try to say.
I just thought that was really interesting. Like Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd's like that thing is all fake.
Yeah.
Bob Dylan.
Oh, really?
Bob Dylan. He's not really Bob Dylan, but he personifies the American name. That's why Bob Dylan
Yeah.
just sounds so American. But yeah, his name is fake too.
So there are some parts of my life where I have thought about like whether or not I should have changed my name. And this is like in my teenage years now. I
Oh.
really don't give a shit because in my adulthood, it's both too fucking late for me to pick up a random name. Just imagine like if I just told you like next week, everyone start calling me Joe. I don't give a shit. Just call me Joe from now on. Like to my parents, to you, to my wife.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of weird. To my son.
Yeah.
Like I have a brand new name. I just can't do that at this point in my life. But I've
what-
never regretted it at all. Even with all the shit that I've had to deal with, I've never regretted it because I've never had to be like, oh, is this your real name? Whatever. Are you Chinese? Are you not Chinese? Because like
yeah.
it's all self-explanatory right there.
That's pretty cool, man. You know, like for example, the Ron Artest, now he's known as Meta World Peace.
Yes, legally no.
Legally.
You have to legally change his name.
Yeah. What's it? Chad Johnson is Chad Ochocinco.
Ocho Cinco for his number
Yeah,
on
like
his
legal
jersey.
name, which I'm like, man, these guys are fucking, they're nuts for doing that kind of shit. Imagine like we're like, hey, you call me Lingjie 619 he or some shit. I'm like, what? Why?
Because
You know?
it's legally that's my name.
Yeah.
I did this little poll on social media where I sent out a question on our social media story where I asked people if they did change their name, if they did not change their name, some of the reasons why. An overwhelming amount of the answers was basically fall under convenience. It's literally just
Oh.
convenience. Like tired of people saying it wrong, tired of explaining to people how to properly say it, tired of people forgetting their names, tired of mispronouncing. It's literally just boils down to like the big category of convenience.
Okay.
So it wasn't even about like identity, or it was literally like, I'm tired of someone not remembering my name or butchering my name. Like Helen Lee will be a lot easier than whatever Asian version
Wow,
of that
I
is.
know. I think I know at least 4 Helen Lees.
You also probably
At
know
least-
a bunch of like Kevin Wongs.
I think I know 2 Kevin Wongs.
See?
Yeah, actually, I do know 2 Kevin Wongs.
John Chen.
John Chan. That one, I don't think I have one.
I'm just combining random Asian names at this point.
John Park is probably a very common one.
Nicholas Lee.
We don't. Nick.
Do we know
I
one?
think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think,
We probably know a couple.
Yeah, there's a couple out there.
I did have a couple people also say that they have a combination, like I talked about, first name and then their Asian name as their legal middle names. That probably is the most diplomatic way to do it. Like if you're gonna
Yeah, I agree.
assimilate and you want to make life a little bit easier, but you also don't want to feel like you said like a cop out or something, like you're throwing away your own heritage or some shit.
Yeah, like you're just like there's a word for it. I'm trying to think about it.
Like a word for what?
Like sellout, I guess.
Oh,
Being a
sellout.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to like find the best of both of both worlds, maybe that's like the best way to do it.
What's it? Your son has an American name.
My
right?
son's legal name is fully American, so it's
Yeah.
a Western name plus my last name. He has a Chinese name, but that's not on the paperwork anywhere. That's just the name that that's his Chinese name that my father and my wife came up with, and we call him that. I only call him that
Oh.
when he's doing something bad.
Right.
So he's gonna have a weird connotation with his real Chinese name because he's like
you're like negatively reinforcing. He's gonna,
every time I say
he's
his
gonna be
Chinese
like, I
name,
hate it. He's like, I hate that name.
And I don't think I ever thought about giving him like a Chinese name as his legal name. Just because like it makes his life a little bit easier.
Oh man, yeah, it's kind of crazy now that we're becoming into like that transition where our parents for sure they're like, oh, you definitely getting, Lingjie, you're getting Chinese name.
Yeah.
I'm getting Korean name. And then it's like, oh yeah, yeah. Oh, that's cute. You got an American name.
You know, there are a lot of Asian parents that come to this country and they actually encourage their kids at a younger age to have an American name.
Oh yeah?
Because you don't want your kids to have like a harder time.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, of course. I agree with you. It's just now it's like, oh, you kind of, even for me, if unless I have a kid already somewhere, I was thinking about like, would I give him a Korean name? And I'm like, oh shoot, yeah. I didn't even really think about that.
You would give them a Korean name, not on paper though.
I think so. I think you're right. I don't
You'd
know.
probably just give them like an American name plus your last name and just give them a Korean name on the side. So going back to the thing about like weird first names, and I'm not trying to make fun of little kids.
Yep.
I'm not making fun of them directly. I just think it's funny.
When you mean little kids, you just mean like
Toddlers,
okay,
like young kids.
huh.
So my wife works at a pediatric place, right? Sometimes she works one that has predominantly Asian patients.
Okay.
So she does see like sometimes when people come by, they're giving their kids a more Western name, but it's their interpretation of a Western name, so they're not very Western themselves. So
okay, I know where you're going with this.
once again, all these kids are lovely. I've never met some of them, but why would you name your kid Seaman?
Get the fuck out.
Like Semen?
No way. Like
'Cause-
actual, like jizz.
Not that spelling, but there is like Seaman is a real name. It's just
Yeah, it
not a
is.
very common name. And she told me there was this kid whose last name was Pan. Can you guess what the first name was?
Duh.
His last name was Pan. His first name was Peter.
No way. I met this girl. She was a Chinese girl. Her name was fucking. It was just Cream. Her first name was Cream.
It was
Like legal
wait.
name was Cream.
her legal name was Cream.
Cream. Yeah. And I was like, I asked her, why did you name yourself Cream?
Cream.
Yeah, it's just cream, like creamer.
Ice
Ice
cream.
cream. So so she's like, I don't know. I just thought, oh, I love ice cream. Everyone loves ice cream. So I just decided to name myself Cream because I'm like, that's right. That's part of it, right? I was like, oh my god, you poor girl. People need to.
It's a cultural thing. It's because she's culturally not aware that has weird connotations around it here.
It's like getting a really bad tattoo. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You're just stuck with it. You know, like a tramp stamp, for example.
She just called herself something that she really likes. That's like
yeah, but
that's like
it's not. You know, I was like, oh, it's just an American person could have just guided her better.
yeah. She just needed like one person that was born in this country with this culture that would have immediately said, "Hey, don't
do that.
You're better off calling yourself Ice instead of Cream."
You're so right. That is so true. That's so true.
If you had to pick one half of it, just
Yo.
call yourself Ice.
Yes, that's it. That's all she had to do.
Ice Lee.
Yo, for real, that sounds fucking badass.
On to our favorite part of the whole podcast, Ranting and Raving. This is a segment where Ben and I like to rant about something negative, which is for me most of the time just Ben's tardiness, or rave about something good, which is most of the time about myself.
Yeah.
Ben, do you have something good or bad to rave about this week?
I can't stand Uber drivers that love to talk. Like, especially when I'm finishing work. And I'm sorry, I keep
Can you restart because you're How much gas are in those beans from that zongzi?
I think it's also the coffee. Yo, do you have more of that sungsu, by the way?
Zongzi?
Yeah.
It's in the freezer.
Oh, damn.
It takes like half an hour to defrost and then it's
Damn,
good.
that was good.
Yo, Ben. Okay, guys. This holiday, like I said, we celebrate it, but the thing is like you also gift these zongzis to people. Our family has way too many like people gifting this shit to us, so I'm not even joking. I have like 16 of these in the freezer.
For real?
And people know that I am on a low carb diet.
Yeah, that's another thing. I was surprised.
Ben, I will gladly give you some of this to take
yeah,
home.
for real?
Yes.
Thanks, dude.
You can share it with your family.
I'll explain. I'll explain it.
You can eat this on June 22nd and tell them about the great Goku.
Yeah, so I'll be like, so it's a great Chinese festival, Dragon Ball season.
Dragon Ball Festival.
Dragon Ball Festival.
Yes,
You know.
your Uber story. Please
Oh,
start
yeah,
again
yeah,
because you're
just-
very gassy.
Oh my god! So like, the sun is coming up. I'm fucking tired. The sun's hitting your face. I put on my sunglasses. You know, I put on my AirPods and stuff. At first, I try to always be polite, right? Hi, how you doing? Is this for Ben? Thank you, by the way, but I'm sorry if I smell like alcohol. You know, I try to just be, polite.
It's your fault already because you've already said way too much getting into the car.
I guess. It's just, I try to set the mood right where I don't want people to feel bad or weird because.
Can you just get in the car? Obviously, talk less than what you're talking already because you said way too much. I'm sorry for smelling this. How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. That's already way too much. Just get in and pretend to fall asleep. Like,
I do
physically lean to the side. So it's not just that, like, he can clearly tell you're leaning to the side and sleeping.
I do remember one time I took a Uber pool and I just remember I got to the car and it's going, but then it's going in the wrong direction. And it says we're dropping off someone else first.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's weird. There's no one else in this car though. Mind you, it's a minivan. And then I was just like, this is totally wrong. Eventually we get to the spot. I realized this motherfucker was just behind me, passed out in the back row, bro. Like the third row.
Oh, he was lying down.
Lying down.
Oh.
And then he scared the shit out of me. And the cab driver was like, Christian? I'm like, who the fuck is Christian?
You're like looking around.
And I was, oh my God. He got us like, yeah, I'm here. And I was like, oh my God, dude, what the you were just passed out this whole time? I was like, God, you're fucking quiet. So yeah, that's my story. I thought it was like random Uber shit.
You take Ubers way too much.
I do.
Yeah, something positive. I want to give a shout out to our friend, our CTO. He had this amazing.
Fuck.
Hold on. I mainly want to talk about this because I want to shit on you.
Fuck.
We know Ben knows where this story's going.
Fuck. God damn.
Once again, guys, go on YouTube. Look at Ben's face right now.
Fuck. God damn.
So our CTO, our lovely CTO, is having his first child. And as one does when you have your first child, you have celebration to commemorate this, and you bring your close friends, your family. Very important day. It's a very big deal to show up for these occasions. I'm trying to get through this without laughing.
Oh my God.
So Ben and I are friends with the same
Shut
CTO.
The fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
We've known each other since we were 6 years old.
Fuck.
And he's commemorating his coming child. So Ben, can you explain why you didn't show up?
Yo, go fuck yourself, bro. Oh my fucking God, dude. What is your problem? You piece of shit. You didn't even give it. I know you didn't want to do today's episode. Only for this reason. You're a fucking piece of shit.
Ben, you give me so much stress. I can shit on you a little bit.
You are such a piece of shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't. Thank God this isn't live.
I'm gonna clip this whole part and send it to him right away. This episode is going out in 2 days.
Oh my God.
Okay, so guys, one of our best friends had the
Shut the fuck up.
He had a baby shower for his very first child.
Why are you repeating it?
Ben was invited to this baby shower, obviously, because he's one of this person's closest friends. And Ben does what Ben does best. Ben just didn't show up. Sorry. If this is your first episode, this has a lot of there's
so many layers.
World building layers to this.
This is like the Marvel Universe Phase 5.
You can't just watch the final film. You have to watch every movie. This is the final movie.
You are such a piece of shit, dude.
Okay,
oh
Ben.
My God.
Ben, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to explain to our CTO why you didn't show up for his baby shower. Not that you didn't just show up. It's that you finally responded the evening of. Like 7 hours later, Ben responded.
It got to the point where in the group chat, people were legit worried. Like, where the fuck
I wasn't worried.
You fucking piece of shit.
Yo, hold on. I have more to actually vent. Okay, I'm the rant about.
Fucking guy.
Yo, hold on. The whole fucking time at this baby shower, because you and I see each other more than I see them and stuff, everyone came up to me. So where's Ben? And I had to tell everyone, I don't fucking know, nor do I care, okay? If you had to ask me and make me guess, that bitch is asleep right now. Okay, but do I know where he is? Do I know if he's coming? I don't give a shit. Stop asking me.
Because this is podcast, people defer to you now. Like,
they defer to me like, yo, where's Ben?
Like
I don't fucking know.
You have better access or something.
Yo, I wonder the same thing every time we do a recording. Where's Ben? I don't have any more information than you guys out there, okay? So all you people that listen to the podcast that kept asking me that, I don't fucking know. He's here right now. All right. Okay, that's
I,
okay. We're
piece
gonna.
of shit.
It's great to make Ben feel bad.
Oh God, I feel so bad that day. I think I was late to work too. I just overslept.
You know what? Now that I'm processing all this,
Yeah.
it makes me feel better that you sometimes don't show up for this recording, which in the grand scheme of things is not as important as one of your best friends having the baby shower.
I'm not this bitch stop fucking looking at me right now. Don't laugh and look. Don't. I hate when Lingjie just makes fun of me and then just looks. He likes this thing where he makes fun of you and he will laugh and he will just look right in your fucking face. He's looking at me right now. So stop, you fucking piece of shit. I swear to God. This motherfucker, you're like, he genuinely likes us. All right, we're wrapping this episode up. We're done.
Okay, guys, we're at the outro. Ben, please do the outro.
Yeah, so go fuck yourself, motherfucker.
Ben's talking to me, not to you guys.
Yeah, you guys are cool. Lindsay, you're such a piece of shit. I swear to fucking God. Thank you for today's episode. It was going great until the fucking end. This fucking asshole had to fucking ruin it and shit. Motherfucker.
I feel better now.
Fucking piece of shit, man. I swear to God. You can fucking find us on fucking YouTube and fucking Spotify and Apple, all that bullshit.
Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah, all that shit. Fuck you. I'm talking. Fucking, we have monthly subscriptions and shit. Please go find us there. Give me all the fucking money. This motherfucker, yo. I brought you a gift too, you piece of shit. You fucking piece of shit. I brought you fucking.
Ben. Hold up.
What?
What? The gift you gave me was free, stolen from your job.
It wasn't stolen. It was given to. I have a whole box, bro. Fucking piece of shit.
Oh God, this is great.
Motherfucker, yo. So yeah, you can find us on all that shit on Workstation Pod. DM this piece of shit right here. Motherfucker's so fucking enjoying this shit. This fucking piece of shit.
You know who's
this caught me off so off guard. I'm not gonna lie. This caught me off so off guard.
Our CTO, because he tends to listen to this podcast on his commute to work.
He does.
I bet you he's laughing out loud. I bet you at some point he's laughing out loud.
Oh my God.
He's probably on the train smirking, laughing out loud.
I'm so sorry, dude. I'm just a piece of shit. Dude, you know something funny? I was actually just talking to this girl. I told her, like, I'm very unreliable. I told her that. I was like, I am an American car. I told her the same shit. And she actually was, like, cool about it. She's like, you know what? I respect you that you were able to just, be honest. I overslept. I overslept on a date. So she's fucking I just fucking asleep. This guy's laughing at me. Right? This is gonna fucking guy. Stop fucking laughing. I swear to fucking God. Yeah. This guy's fucking laughing. This guy's laughing like a piece of shit. Look at this fucking ass.
Okay, guys. Well, we'll see you next week. One thing that you can do for us is if you enjoy our content, please leave us a 5-star review on Spotify or Apple. That actually does a lot for us. It means a lot. We have a bunch of new listeners out there, but you guys are not leaving us a 5-star review. I don't understand why. I can see the numbers. There's a shitload of new people, but I don't see a shitload of new reviews. Okay. So if you like this content, leave us a 5-star review. If you don't, then you're on my shit list too. I'm just kidding. Okay, love you all. We'll see you next week. Okay.
Bye.
Adios.
Peace.
Bye.